Okay, so let's talk a little about Reiki, the definition, the symbol, that type of thing. So the definition, if you will, of Reiki is the act of laying hands on the body to comfort and relieve pain. And this is actually on page 5 in your manual. We also have scanned these pages in, and you'll be able to download them if you look on the website there as a PDF file, so you can have those to review. We will also include these pages obviously in the manual when you come for the weekend. So when you look in the manual, there's actually 2 symbols of Reiki, and there's one here on page 5, and then as I turn the page over, I see another one on page 6. Now if you look at them, you will see that they aren't identical. And this illustrates a really interesting concept in the Japanese mindset, and Reiki actually has its origin in Japan, and we'll talk about that in the history of Reiki. So you see, Asian languages are as much an art form as they are a communications form. So you will see, in this case, the Reiki symbol with little different flavorings. The essence of the symbol is the same, but the little nuances of it and the creative expression of the person that has drawn that symbol is flavored and manifest into the actual design of the symbol itself. And so there is a balance, and actually it speaks of your manual here. In the last part of it, it says, this is the essence of Reiki, a balance of heaven and earth and humanity, a concept which is intrinsic to Japanese thought. For them, that's so much the intention and the integrity of the person through which that creative expression flows is more important than the creative expression. That is why you will hear me speak, I'm sure, on these video teaching segments and also at the retreat, where it frankly has very little to do with the practice and everything to do with the practitioner. That's why it doesn't matter if you've got all the hand positions correctly, and we'll talk about that during the treatment style. It really matters about you. And as we talked about in the video segment about, looking after yourself energetically and physically, as we continue to sort of allow our vessel, this vessel that we are, to release those things it doesn't need anymore, then we become effective. And literally, as that energy flows through us, and as a Reiki practitioner, and this is something that you'll hear me mention many times over, as a Reiki practitioner, we are a vessel or a conduit that healing energy flows through, not a reservoir that it flows from. The energy flows through us, not from us. And as we continue on your correspondence section of your teachings and also during the retreat, you will understand more about exactly what that means and how important understanding that is. So back to the symbol. So as we look at the symbol, it is in 3 basic portions. So as you look at your manual, the upper third, let's say, of the symbol, that symbolizes the energy that's around us and through us and in us, and that's what makes us up. So as a Reiki practitioner, we act like a lightning rod or a big funnel, and we draw the energy in from around us, and we funnel it through and out our hands. So the upper part of the symbol speaks of this all-prevailing energy that is everywhere and anywhere, and is what we are made up of and what constitutes our world and our reality. We draw that energy in. The center portion of the symbol symbolizes us as practitioners, as the vessel, as the conduit through which the energy flows. And it's interesting to see how important we are, how important that section of the symbol is, because the energy is everywhere, but until it is focused and drawn and channeled and directed, that is when the real power flows through. And that is when people's lives are changed and restored. Which leads us to the third part of the symbol, which is the people that the energy flows through as it flows through us and flows into those that are around us. There is a need, and we know that, and we see that every day. And there is a source that can supply and relieve the pain and the discomfort, meet the need. But there needs to be someone that stands in the middle and acts as a conduit, acts as a vessel that says, yes, I will be one of those. And remember, your first client is the one inside your skin. And as we do that, as that energy flows through us, then people will literally begin to change simply by being in your presence. And I know maybe when you first hear that, that sounds like a very extravagant and bombastic statement, but it's true. We have seen it, so many of our students have seen it. And this is why it's all about the practitioner. As you allow yourself to grow and change, as you practice some of the techniques that we will talk about, again, both during the correspondence and during the retreat, and then afterwards, you will change. You will release those things you don't need anymore, and you will be the embodiment of the Reiki symbol, the center portion, the conduit that connects the need with that which could meet every need, the Reiki symbol.